Hey, what is up, beautiful people? Today I have the May Ipsy for you guys. I actually did this look that I have on. This is an unboxing and try on, and I will have timestamps down below. They do send this for review purpose. I always like to be clear when it's sent or not. And yeah, we're gonna jump in. This is the Glam Bag and the Glam Bag Plus. And this month, the theme is Flower Power. If you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe. I do a lot of beauty content and unboxings. Also have my social media down below. Just a little side note there. But this month is Flower Power. With Ipsy, I wish they did the little cards with the price points and things like that, which is a little frustrating when you're opening stuff up, but it just kind of is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna start with the little glam bag, and look how cute it is. Pink with flowers all over it. It's kind of a stencil of a flower, as you can see there. And the first thing in here is actually what I have all over my eyes, which is the House Labs. I was so excited to get this, and this is the Glam Attack in the shade Gunmetal. I had actually previously tried to record this video yesterday and made a hot mess of my eyes. I tried to do a combination of the palette and this, and it was just horrible. Anyways, so this is Gunmetal, and it's actually what I have all over my lid. This liquid eyeshadow just blends like a dream. It's buildable, really, really nice, and you can see how I used it in the try on portion. Next thing in here is the Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3, and this is something that you use on your hair, almost like a hair mask. You wash your hair, dampen it, and then use this on top. I have used this previously. I didn't see like that big of a difference. I don't know if maybe it's just me, but it was okay. Next thing in here is the Stuck On You eye primer. I'm not gonna open this one up because I basically already have one, and this is what it looks like. It's very similar to a paint pot. It's not my all-time favorite primer. It's a nice one. It's just okay. And the last thing in here is the Kinship Self-Reflect Probiotic Moisturizing Sunscreen. This has an SPF of 32, and it's supposed to be a sheer reef-safe mineral sunscreen, and is supposed to be helpful for people who have acne, because it's supposed to help less blemish prone skin. That's weird. But that's what it says there. And that's what it looks like. It's almost a peachy shade, which I like. And let's see if it really gives a white cast or not. Oh, that is nice. I will definitely be putting this in my little beach bag for the summer. And it doesn't have too much of that SPF smell, so that's really cute. That's nice. So those are the things that came in the little Glam Bag Plus, which is the little $12 one. Now for the bag, that's what came in the Glam Bag. This is the Glam Bag Plus, same theme, bigger bag. And the products that came in here are the Patrick Star One Size Gel Eyeliner Pencil. This is in Bodacious Black. I did try this on. Very creamy eyeliner, extremely pigmented is actually what I have in my waterline. And it just seems like one of those pencils that you could really buff out and use as a base in the whole 9 yards, because it's really that creamy and pigmented. Next thing is the Ofra Blush Rose, and it's actually the blush that I have on. It's a gorgeous mauve-y undertone kind of blush, which I love. The only thing with this is the packaging is so big and bulky, and I don't mind if it's a powder, but a blush is just overkill for me. Look at how huge that is. I wish it was smaller. It does come with a really nice size mirror, but I don't know, it just seems like overkill for a blush to be this big. Like I said, I don't mind if it was a powder, like their banana powder that I've used is this big, and that's fine for me to do my whole face, but for a blush, it's a little excessive. Next thing in here is by Tula. I really enjoy Tula's skincare, and these are skin reviving treatment pads. It's to polish and exfoliate your skin, and it came with 2 of them, and I will definitely be trying these on. Basically, you put your fingers into a little pad and then put it all over your face. It has like a white side and a blue side, and then you rinse with warm water. So it's almost like a exfoliating treatment. And I will let you guys know how that goes. Next thing is the palette that's in here. I will be giving this away to someone. This is the Illuminati times Isa Isabella Bedoya, and I actually already have this palette. I don't remember where I got it from, if it was from Ipsy or not. I have to be honest with you guys, it's not my favorite palette. These colors, I really wanted them to be very bright and bold, and they're extremely just very chalky and almost like you really have to exaggerately build them up, and even then you don't get a good pigmentation. I actually think I'm going to be decluttering this from my collection. The shimmers are quite nice, they're a little bit better, but even then I just feel like you have to put so much work and effort just to get this to even get like an okay kind of look. And yeah, so this is kind of like a fail for me. And when I got this in the Ipsy bag, I was like, eh. First, because I already own it, and second, because the quality is just not there. I almost kind of don't even want to give it away because of the fact that it's just very mediocre. I wish the quality was a lot better. Next thing in here is the vacuum cleaner, the Pore Purifying Mask by Dr. Brandt. Really enjoy Dr. Brandt's stuff. It's a little bit pricey, but it does do the job when it comes to skincare. Really nice skincare, and this one is no exception. A really nice mask for especially those pore areas to kind of just really clean out your skin. And then the last thing in here is what I actually have on my lips, which is the item. They have been sending a lot of this brand and I've really enjoyed it. This is a Lip Quip moisturizing lip oil. It is juicy, hydrating, jojoba almond oil. It also has a Japanese seed oil and shea butter. It smells very tropical, and that's what it looks like, and just really, really nice. Let me reapply because I kind of lost some. That is everything that is in the two bags. I will show you guys now the try on portion. For the try on portion, we are going to test out this blush. This is from Ofra and it is called Blush Rose. I can't believe how freaking big this thing is, but we're gonna just dip in. It's a beautiful mauve pink color. That is a beautiful shade. I really like the way it looks. It reminds me a lot of the Rakuten, but a matte version of it. Next thing that we're going to use is a little bit of the Stuck On You by the Beauty Crop. I am only going to play with the House Laboratories because last time I tried to use the palette and the House Laboratories, and that's why I'm refilming this. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this base, just the tiniest bit. This isn't my favorite base. It's okay, but I do have preferences for just more creamier, more pigmented bases like the P. Louise and even the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. I prefer them to this one, but this one is, it's kind of like a MAC paint pot, but not as pigmented. And we are going to just use the House Labs. This is the Glam Attack in Gunmetal. And I'm just going to do a very simple look. Just apply this and buff it out all over the lid. I am probably going to show a little clip here on the side of me adding on the red on top, and it was just a complete fail. So that's why we're just going to stick to one product. And I'm just going to blend that out, and I'll probably put a pop of my highlighter on the inner corner just to open up the eye a little bit, but we're just going to buff this out. And this is what it looks like, just a wash of gray all over the lid. I'm gonna try to build it up and add a little more extra on the lid to make it a little bit more pigmented on the lid itself. And that is what it looks like. Just a beautiful wash of color all over. I love liquid eyeshadows and things like that to do this kind of look. If you haven't tried the Sydney Grace ones, they are amazing. But what I'm gonna do is just use, I don't think that any of these shades like really go with this gray, which is what happened to me last time. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Huda Beauty. I have the Retrograde palette here, and I think I'm going to pop in this Super Moon color on the inner corner. Yeah, that looks way better than what I was trying to do yesterday. And yeah, we're just gonna put some lashes on. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of the gray underneath the lash line as well, but I'm gonna have to do this a different way because this doe foot applicator, I think it might, okay, let's see if I can buff this out like this. Oh, that buffed out beautifully. And we're gonna go ahead and use the, what is this called? The One Size. Next thing that we're going to try is the One Size Point Made liner. And I'm just gonna put this in my waterline on the inner and on the lower and upper. That is super creamy and pigmented. It almost like came out of my waterline a little bit. So we're just gonna buff that in a little bit. Oh, that is pretty. That is like a pretty smoky eye to go out on a night with the hubby. And then the last thing that I'm gonna try from everything in here is the Item Lip Quip Moisturizing Lip Oil. It smells so good. It has like a tropical scent to it. And that is what the lip looks like, just a very shiny, glossy lip. And I feel like that's really in, like using lip oils or just clear glosses again. I love the look of that, and it just kind of makes your lips look very luscious as well. So let me go ahead and finish the rest of my face. For my final thoughts, I have to say, I like the Glam bag. I like the Glam bag plus most of the products. The one fail for me has got to be the palette. The palette, oh, it just is not a good palette. It's not even like a doable palette. There's sometimes products where you're like, okay, at least like I can get a good look from this, but this, you have to put so much effort into using this palette that it's just not worth it. Like I said, I will be decluttering it from my collection, and yeah, I'm just like, eh. But other than that, everything else in the bags is something that I like, that I do feel like I would have been happy with as far as like if it was my own bag. Like I say with other subscriptions, at least if I get like 3 to 4 products that I like, I'm like, yay, you know. But the only bad part is like this is you know, like a big chunk of the bag is the palette. So I would have wished that something better had come and not that palette. But I do like the Ofra, the eyeliner from One Size, the House of Labs. I really enjoy that kind of cream eyeshadow. So at least those are wins for me. Let me know what you guys thought. What was your choice for May? I'd love to hear from you down below. I try to go by and like heart your little comments. If you ever have a question, definitely follow me on Instagram. You can follow me and DM me there. It's a lot easier and faster for me to be able to respond from you. I do try to take time and at least like go through your comments and try to answer when I can. But thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you stick around. I also have social media, like I said, down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.